Welcome back to Last Night on Earth, the burn 'em out scenario. This is the beginning of turn 16. The heroes have 3 turns left to destroy 2 spawning pits. I don't know if they can pull it off. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. Alright, of course, the beginning of the turn starts with the zombie player, so let's go to the zombie area and deal with that. Alright, here we are with the zombies. First thing we need to do, of course, is move the sun tracker. It's going to move from 4 down to 3. 3 turns remain, and that is it. Next up, we have draw zombie cards. The zombie player has 3. He needs to draw up to 4. We're going to draw 1 card, and we're going to play immediately. I love it. I haven't read it yet. It's Living Nightmare. This is pretty much what the heroes have been going through, a living nightmare. Play immediately. At the start of the zombie turn, including this one, discard the top card from the hero deck. If this discards the last hero card, the heroes automatically lose. Zombie heroes roll 2 extra fight dice. While there's no zombie heroes, I thought this was going to be better than it is. It just basically discards the top card of the hero deck, which was Mr. Hyde, the shop teacher. And it's immediately cancel a fight involving a student or add or subtract 1 to any fight dice roll. So that just gets discarded. Not a big deal. Thought it would be better. Okay, that wasn't quite as good as I thought it would be. All right, roll to spawn new zombies. The zombies now have 5 zombies on the board. All I need to do is roll a 6 or higher to spawn new zombies. And we roll a 7. So this time there will be zombies spawned, but we'll leave the actual spawn numbers to the place newly spawned zombies to see how many are going to come on the board. Next up, we need to move zombies. Let's go back to the board and get them moving. Again, we'll do the big far away shot for zombie movement. We'll have this one move here. This one will move here. This one will move here, and this one will move here. And down in the corner here, we're going to have this one go diagonally right in front of Stacy. So that's zombie movement. And of course, after zombie movement is fight heroes. But as you can see, we don't have any zombies in the spaces with heroes, so that's not going to happen. And next, it is place newly spawned zombies. And that is going to happen. So we're going to roll a 6-sided, and we're going to see how many zombies are spawned. And that is 6. Wow, that is all that waiting, and we finally get 6 zombies on the board. Now, there are only 3 spawning pits left, so of course 2 are going to show up right here with Stacy, which may or may not be good. And we're going to go up to the top of the board, and each of the other spawning pits will get another 2 zombies as well. So, over to the morgue for 2 here. That's just going to make the hero's life that little bit rougher. Alright, that was place newly spawned zombies. So now it is the hero's turn. So we'll zoom down and we will do the hero's turn. Now it's the hero's turn after all those zombies spawned. Alright, let's get right into move. We're going to have, this is getting a little tricky here. I'm going to have Father Joseph go first because I want to see how far he can move. He's the one carrying the dynamite. He can move 5 spaces, so that's pretty good. So we're going to go up here. He's going to go, he's going to do a little bit of tricky maneuvering. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, some more, and he's going to go 4, 5. So that puts him hopefully within distance. Now there's a couple zombies up here, of course. So he's not going to exchange. He's not going to shoot a ranged weapon. He's not going to fight any zombies because there's no zombies there. Next up, we're going to have Becky take her turn. So she's going to roll movement as well. She rolls a 4. And so she is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So again, no exchanging items, no shooting ranged weapons. She doesn't have any, and no fighting zombies. So now it's Johnny's turn. Let's see how far he can move. He can also move 4 spaces. Now, I was going to have him use his move action to pick up the pump shotgun, but I think it's more important to get him moving to try to help out Father Joseph. So he can move 4 spaces. So let's have him move 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can move in the same space with Father Joseph. So that's his move action. He could exchange items with Father Joseph, but he is not going to. Or maybe he should. I think he's actually going to exchange. He's going to give Father Joseph the meat cleaver and the jumper cables. And he's going to take the hedge trimmer from Father Joseph. So Father Joseph now has the meat cleaver, the jumper cables, and the dynamite and a lighter. And Johnny now has the hedge trimmer. And he also has the courage ability on him. All right, so that takes care of those 3 heroes. And of course, the hero we are most interested in seeing what's going on is Stacy over in the spawning pit, somewhat surrounded, somewhat beaten up. Let's go see if she can take that pit out. Okay, here we have Stacy in the same space as 2 zombies. She is on the spawning pit, so she is going to follow the instructions here. Now, I've gone to Board Game Geek and a couple of different forums and tried to interpret exactly how this works. To destroy a zombie spawning pit, a hero must start in the space, which she's doing, give up their turn. Now, I had thought the turn is everything, including fight zombies, and discard the explosives. But I guess the general consensus is she needs to fight the 2 zombies that are there, as well as discarding her explosives. So Stacy is going to take her dynamite, and she's going to do her entire turn, which means she's going to give up moving, searching, exchanging items, and she's stuffing the dynamite down the spawn pit hole, but she has to fight the 2 zombies, and that's going to be a little bit tricky. She gets 2 attack dice, though. Zombie gets 1, and first fight goes well for her. She defeats the zombie, but does not kill it, and let's see here. Nope, so that's fight number 1. It looks like she's going to pull this off, because even if she gets wounded here, she can ditch the card. So 3, 3, and 1. She does, in fact, take 1 wound. However, she has 2 wounds. 1 more would kill her, but she's going to play this card. Next time the hero would be wounded, prevent the wound, and discard this card. So she's discarding Survivor. And I think that's actually a picture of Stacy anyway. Indeed it is. So how appropriate. There is Stacy, the Survivor. So she manages to not take the final wound. She's looking like she's not going to last another turn. However, she manages to blow up or take out that spawning pit. That's 2 spawning pits down. Way to go, Stacy. Wow, there's only 2 turns left after this one. We have 1 more spawning pit left to destroy. We have Johnny and we have Father Joseph, and they are trying to get into the morgue. That's our only hope for next turn, to try and blow up the last spawning pit. 2 turns remain. Wow, what a close game. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time as we get very, very close to the end. It's going to be turn 17, which means we can only have 2 more turns left. Again, thanks for watching. Join me next time, turn 17. And, of course, at the end of the video, I have a correction to make as well. Johnny had a movement of 4. I moved him diagonally out of this building. You cannot do that. So he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He is not in the same space as Father Joseph, which means they cannot exchange items. Johnny keeps the meat cleaver, the jumper cables, and Father Joseph keeps his head trimmer. So that's where we should be at the end of turn 16. Sorry about that, but I've corrected it now. Everything else, I believe, worked out properly. Join me next time for turn 17.